Eleanor?
Eleanor?
Come on in.
Come on in.
Hi, Eleanor.
Come on in. Hi,
I'm
Eleanor.
Michael.
I'm Michael.
How are you today?
How are you
I'm great.
today? I'm great.
Thanks for asking.
Thanks for asking.
Oh,
Oh,
one question.
One question.
Where am
Where
I?
am I?
Who are you,
Who are
and
you
what's
and what's
going
going on?
Right.
Right.
So,
So,
you,
you,
Eleanor
Eleanor
Shellstrom,
Shellstrom,
are
are
dead.
dead.
Your
Your
life
life
on
on
earth
earth
has
has
ended,
ended.
and you are
And you're
now
now
in the next
next
phase
of your existence in the universe. Cool.
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 I have some
questions.
Thought you might.
How did I die?
How did I die?
I don't remember.
I don't
Yes,
remember.
in
Yes,
cases of some
traumatic or
embarrassing deaths,
deaths,
we
we
erase
erase
the
the
memory
memory
to
to allow for
peaceful
peaceful
transition.
transition.
Are you sure you want
Are
to
you
hear?
sure to hear?
All right, so
All
you
right,
were
so you
in
were
a
in
grocery
a grocery
store
store
parking lot.
parking lot.
You dropped
You
a bottle
dropped
of
a
something called Lonely Drop. All right, so you were in a grocery store parking lot. You dropped a bottle of something called Lonely Gal Margarita Mix for one. And when you bent down to pick it up, a long column of shopping carts were being returned to the shopping cart collection. They were being returned to the shopping cart collection.
They were being returned to the shopping cart collection area.
Rolled out of control
and
plowed right into you.
Oof.
Oof.
That's how
That's
I
how I
died.
died.
Sorry,
No,
there's
sorry,
more.
there's more.
You were able
You
to
were
grab
able-
onto the front of the column. You were able
You
to
were
grab
able
onto the front of the column. You were
You
able
were
to
able to
grab onto
grab
the
on
front
the
of the
front.
column of shopping. You were able
You're
to
able to
grab
grab
onto the
onto
front
the
of the
front of
column
the
of shopping
cart,
carts,
but
but it swept you right
swept
out
you
into the
right-
street where you were. It swept you right
swept you right
out
out
into
into
the
the
street
street
where you
where
were
you were
struck and killed by
by
a
a
mobile billboard truck
truck
advertising an
advertising
erectile
an
dysfunction pill
erectile
called
dysfunction pill
Engorgulin.
called Gorgulin.
Funnily enough, the first
Funnily
EMT
enough,
to
the first
arrive was an
EMT arrival was
ex-boyfriend.
Okay,
his
I get it.
boyfriend.
Thank you.
Okay, this I get it. Thank you.
So who was
Oh,
right?
okay.
I mean, about
Oh,
all of
that's
this.
right.
Well, let's see. Hindu.
I mean, so who was right?
right?
I mean, about
I mean,
all
about
of this.
all
Well,
of
let's
this.
see. Hindus,
Well, let's see.
are a little bit
Hindus
right.
are a little bit
Muslims
right.
a little bit.
Muslims are a little
Jews,
bit. Jews,
Christians,
Buddhists.
every religion
Every
guessed
religion
about
gets
5%,
about 5%.
except for Doug Forsyth.
Except for Doug
Who's
Forsyth.
Doug Forsyth?
Well, Doug was a stoner kid who lived in
stoner-
Calgary during the night. Doug was a stoner. Doug was a stoner kid who lived in Calgary during the 1970s. One night he got really high on mushrooms, and his best friend Randy said,
Hey,
what do you think happens after we die? And Doug just launched and, hey, what do you think happens after we die? And Doug just launched into this long monologue where he got like 92%. Doug just launched into this long monologue. And Doug just launched into this long monologue where he got like 92% correct. Where he got like 92. And, hey, what do you think happens after we die? And Doug just launched into this long monologue where he got like 92. Hey, what do you think happens after we die? And Doug just launched into this long monologue where he got like 92% correct. We couldn't believe what we were hearing. That's him actually right up there.
hearing.
He's pretty famous.
That's him.
That's him actually right up there.
That's him
He's pretty
actually
famous.
right up
That's
there.
him actually right up there.
That's him
He's
actually
pretty
right up
famous
there.
around here.
He's pretty
I'm
famous
very lucky
around
to
here.
have that.
I'm very
So,
lucky to have that.
Maybe my
I'm very lucky to have that.
biggest question.
So,
Am I?
maybe my biggest
I
question.
mean, is this
Am I? I mean, is this
or
or
Well, it's not
it's not
heaven or hell
it's
idea
not
that
the
you
heaven
raised
or
on.
hell idea that
Well, it's not
it's
the
not the
heaven
heaven
or
or
hell
hell
idea that
idea
you
that
raised
you
on.
raised lesson.
But generally speaking,
In the afterlife, there's a
in
good
the afterlife,
place.
there's a
and there's
good
a bad
place, and then there's a bad place.
You're in the good place.
You're in a
You're okay.
good
Elena.
place.
You're
You're
in the
okay,
good
Elena.
place.
Well,
You're in the
that's
good
good.
place. Well,
Sure
that's
is.
good. Sure is.
Okay, let's take a
Okay,
walk, shall we?
let's take a walk, shall we?
Oh, did I have
Oh.
a purse?
Did I have a
No,
purse?
I'm dead.
Did I have a purse?
Okay, let's
Oh.
take a walk, shall we?
Shall we?
Oh, did I have a purse?
Did I have a purse?
No,
No,
I'm dead.
I'm
right.
dead. Right. Okay. Okay. 다시 처음부터 원속도.
Eleanor,
Eleanor,
come on in.
come on in.
Hi, Eleanor.
Hello,
I'm
Eleanor. I'm Michael.
How are you today?
How are you today?
I'm great.
I'm great.
Thanks for asking.
Thanks for asking.
Oh, one question.
One question.
Where am I?
Where am I?
Who are you
Who
and
are
what's
you
going
and
on?
what's going on?
Right.
Right.
So, you, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead. Your life on Earth has ended, and you are now in the next phase of your existence
in the universe.
You are now right. So,
So
you,
you,
Eleanor
Eleanor
Shellstrop,
Shellstrop,
are dead.
are dead.
Your life on
Your
Earth
life
has
on Earth
ended,
has ended,
and you are now
and
in
you're
the
now
next
in
phase of your
existence in the universe. 어, 뭐야?
Cool.
Cool,
Cool.
cool.
I have some
I have
questions.
some
Thought you
questions.
might.
Thought you
How
might.
did I die?
How did I die?
I don't remember.
I don't
Yes,
remember.
in cases of
in case of
traumatic
traumatic or
or
embarrassing deaths. 왜
deaths, we
자꾸
erase.
멈추지?
I have some questions.
Thought
I
you
have some
might.
questions. Thought
How
you
did I
might.
die?
How did I die?
I don't
I
remember.
don't
Yes,
remember. Yes,
in cases of
in case of
traumatic or
embarrassing
we
deaths,
erase
we
the
erase
memory
the
to
memory
allow for
to allow for
peaceful
peaceful
transition.
transition.
Are you sure you want
Are
to
you
hear?
sure to hear?
All right, so you were in a grocery store parking lot. All right, so you were in
You
a
were in
grocery
a
store
grocery store
parking
parking
lot.
lot.
You dropped a
You
bottle
dropped
of
a
something
bottle
called
of
Lonely Gal Margarita Mix for one.
이게 왜 자꾸 멈추지? 이게 왜?
And when you bent down to pick, dropped a bottle of something called
Lonely
Gal
Gal
Margarita Mix for
for
one. And when you bent down to pick it up, a long column of shopping carts
carts
who were being
they
returned
were
to the
being
shopping
shopping
cart
cart
collection
collection
area,
area.
rolled out of control. All right, so you were in a grocery store parking lot. You dropped a bottle of something called Lonely Gal Margarita Mix for one. And when you bent down to pick it up, a long column of shopping carts who were being returned to the shopping cart collection area, rolled out of control. And when you bent down to pick it up,
being
a
returned to
long
the shopping
drop.
cart.
All right, so you were in
You
a
were in
grocery
a grocery
store
store parking
You
lot.
dropped a
You
bottle
dropped
of
a
something
bottle
called
of
Lonely Gal Margarita Mix for
for
one. And when you bent down to
And
pick
when you
it
bent down
up,
to
a
pick it
long
up,
column of
a
shopping carts.
long column
And when you
of shopping
all
carts.
right, so you were
Alright,
in
so
a
you were in
grocery
a grocery store parking
You
lot.
dropped
You
a bottle
dropped
of
a
something called
called
Lonely Gal Margarita Mix
Mix
for
for
one. And when you bent down to
when
pick
you
it
bent down
up,
to
a
pick it up,
long
a
column
long
of
column
shopping
of shopping
carts
cart.
who were being returned
They
to
were
the
being
shopping
returned to the shopping
collection
cart
area,
collection
rolled
area.
out of control and
Load out
plowed
of
right were being
control.
returned to
Load
the
out
shopping.
of control. Load out of control. Load out of control. Load out of load out of control. Roll out of control. Roll out of control. Roll out of control and plowed right into.
All right, so you were in a grocery store parking lot. You dropped a bottle of something called Lonely Gal Margarita Mix for one. And when you bent down to pick it up, a long column of shopping carts that were being returned to the shopping cart collection area, rolled out of control and plowed right into.
That's how I died.
That's how I died.
Sorry, there's more.
No, sorry, that's more.
You were able to
You
grab
were
onto
in-
the front of the column. You were able to
You
grab
were
onto
able
the
to
front
grab
of the
on the
column
front of
of
the
shopping carts, but
shopping
it
cart.
swept you right out into the street where you were able to grab onto the.
That's how I died.
No, sorry, there's more. You were able to grab onto the front of the column of shopping carts, but it swept you right out into the street, where you were struck and killed by a mobile billboard truck advertising.
That's how I died.
No, sorry, there's more.
No, sorry, there's more.
You were able to grab onto the front of the column.
That's how I died.
That's how I
No,
died.
sorry, there's
No,
more.
sorry, there's more.
You were able to grab onto the front of the column of shopping carts, but it swept you right out into the street, where you were struck. It swept you right out into the street. It swept you right out into the street. It swept you right out into the street, where you were struck. It swept you right out into the street.
But it swept you right out into the street. But it swept you right out into the street.
It swept you right out into the street, where you were struck. It swept you right out into the street, where you were. It swept you right out into the street, where you were. It swept you right out into the street, where you were struck and killed by a mobile billboard truck, where you were struck
and killed.
Rolled out of.
That's how I died.
No, sorry,
No, sorry, there's more.
You were able to grab onto the front of the column of shopping carts, but it swept you right out into the street, where you were struck and killed by a mobile billboard truck advertising an erectile dysfunction pill called engorgement.
Erectile dysfunction pill called.
That's how I died.
No, sorry, there's more. You were able to grab onto the front of the column of shopping carts, but it swept you right out into the street, where you were struck and killed by a mobile billboard truck advertising an erectile dysfunction pill called engorgement. Funnily enough, the first EMT to arrive was an ex-boyfriend.
Okay, I get it.
Funnily enough, the first EMT to arrive was an ex-boyfriend. Funnily enough, the first EMT to arrive. Funnily enough, the first EMT to arrive was an ex-boyfriend. Funnily enough, the first EMT to arrive was an ex-boyfriend. Funnily enough, the first EMT to arrive was an ex-boyfriend. Funnily enough, the first EMT to arrive was an ex-boyfriend.
Funnily enough, the first EMT to arrive was an ex-boyfriend of yours. Funnily enough, the first EMT to arrive was an ex-boyfriend of yours. Funnily enough, the first EMT to arrive was an ex-boyfriend of yours.
That's how I died.
No, sorry, there's more. You were able to grab onto the front of the column of shopping carts, but it swept you right out into the street, where you were struck and killed by a mobile billboard truck advertising an erectile dysfunction pill called by a mobile billboard truck advertising an erectile dysfunction pill called engorgement. Funnily enough, the first EMT to arrive was an ex-boyfriend.
Okay, I get it. Thank you.
Okay, I get it. Thank you.
So who was right?
Oh, okay.
I mean, about.
Okay, sorry.
So who was
So
right?
who was right?
I mean, about all of this.
All of this.
Hindus,
Well, it's
a little bit
Hindus,
right.
a
Muslims,
little bit right. Muslims, a
Jews,
little
Christians,
bit. Jews,
Buddhists,
Christians,
every
Buddhists.
religion guessed about 5%.
Every religion gets about
Except for Doug Forsyth.
5%.
Every religion guessed about 5%. Every religion guessed about 5%. Except for Doug Forsyth. Except for Doug Forsyth. Except for Doug Forsyth.
Who's Doug
Who's
Forsyth?
Doug
Well,
Forsyth?
Doug was a stoner kid who lived in Calgary. Doug was a stoner.
Doug was a
stoner kid who lived in Calgary.
stoner kid.
Stoner.
Stoner.